The question is it rubbish? And the answer is, of course it is. It is
Yeah.
absolute rubbish. However,
FM Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now
Subtle edit there.
Scream and more to your seat. Find out more at eclipsecinemas.com.
All right, it is Thursday, which means it's films on Thursday, and safely ensconced in Bundoran is our man at the movies, Collie McFadgeen. Hello.
Hello, Shane. It's great to see you and on Zoom. Just to explain that I do understand the concept of radio. And also, I was just wondering, do you think Shamey had a look at the job list and saw there were some tongue twisters there and said, I'll go on holidays this week and leave it all to Shane?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I was doing my best to put you off waving at the screen, but it wasn't going to work.
It wouldn't be like you at all.
No, not at all. No.
We have plenty to talk about this week, and I'm just going to do it in the order that you sent them on the text to me yesterday. So is that okay? Perfect.
That's okay. That's okay.
An off-air conversation that we're having on air. But anyway, so we'll start off with Expendables 4.
Okay, you're not so it's one of those movies that they're putting the 4 into the title, and it's kind of Expen4bles, and I was going to try and say that, but it doesn't work, does it? It just you see the poster behind me here.
Oh
yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But look, since when did the Expendables make any sense? Now, I know we've so many movies this week, we're not going to put in a clip, but when we do the video later, here's where the clip will go. Ha! Okay.
Hey, why are you here?
I got this situation where I need your help.
I need bad friends.
Was I'm the new guy?
This our sniper?
Don't worry about it. I got a prescription scope.
Well, Hawkeyes, remember this face. Don't shoot it by accident.
Terrorists have taken possession of nuclear missiles on a cargo ship off the coast. If these babies go off, it'll be World War III.
Question is it rubbish? And the answer is, of course it is. It is absolute rubbish. However, it is rubbish by design. Now, I am of that age that I was going to say I grew up with the DVDs. It would have been videos. It would have been videos back in the glory days of Extravision, Rathfarnham Shopping Centre. And these were the Friday night movies me and my buddies used to rent. It was Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, all those sort of people. Sylvester Stallone was they were like things like Cobra and Commando were the top-notch ones. This is even before Jason Statham was on board, and they were rubbishy action hero movies that the plots didn't really make sense, but people got to say cool, cheesy, corny one-liners, and there was loads of action and over the top violence. And that's the whole point of this, is to bring back all these heroes. Over the 4 movies, we've had all those people I've mentioned, Jet Li and so on. This one as well, you've got some of everyone who survived the last few movies, plus a few new faces. Although in some cases, I'd say it's just the new faces. The bodies are the same from the last movie. There's a few people who look like they've a bit of work done, if you know what I mean. But there's the plot. They're going to rescue nuclear bombs or blow up nuclear bombs. I can't remember. I only watched it this morning and I've already forgotten. But the thing is there a bit of fun to be had watching the state kicking? Yeah, there really is, because I only get annoyed with rubbish plot movies when the movie thinks it's being clever. This one knows, and it's just winking at you going,
but it's not. Here we go.
Look, we're going to go even dumber. Look, some of the effects they don't even bother with, but the action scenes are good and the fight scenes are quite good, and it's quite. The other thing is, the last movie, they tried to make it like more for everyone by making a PG movie, and it didn't really work. So they've upped it up again. It's a 16s, and I think it works better as a grungy action movie because, let's face it, everyone who's interested in this movie is overage. There's even a bit at the start where they start off in Libya and they're going, oh, it's Colonel Gaddafi's place. They don't explain who Gaddafi is because they know nobody under 30 is watching it, or if they are, they don't care. So it's good fun. It'll do exactly what it says in the tin.
And Leo in the West Wing would be able to tell you how to spell his name.
Yeah, I knew you'd mention that.
Old Blood meets New Blood in Expendables 4. That is, when is that? That's out this weekend, yeah?
That's out tomorrow. All these new movies are out tomorrow.
Okay, I'm going to jump ahead, sorry. Just in case we don't get time for it, because I want to talk about Ballywalter with Mr.
Ballywalter. Now, I often watch a couple of movies in a day, but it's very rare I watch a movie back to back. And I did this today, and I watched it straight after Expendables, which was really odd, because this is a very quiet, charming little Irish movie. It's Patrick Keelty is a guy who He's lost his license, so he needs a lift to this comedy fest that he's trying to do. He's kind of a dad who's down on his luck, who's just doing something to cheer himself up, and he kind of makes a bond with the taxi driver. But really, it's about small town Northern Ireland, and without making it sound dour, it's about depression. It's about how it affects people in different ways, right? And how just sometimes getting through the day can be just the important thing, about how routine or little societies or clubs help people. But straight after the state going, let's blow this up, it was an odd thing. And of course, watching Patrick Kielty, who, like him or loathe him, is a good comedian, be a man who can't tell a joke, is quite funny, and I would imagine it was quite hard for him to do, because his comic timing in it is awful. And you go, we know that's not true, but I enjoy this. It is soft and gentle. It won't be for everyone, but it is a nice little study, and there's some lovely thoughts and messages that will ring true to everyone. Even stuff about like somebody who can't help themselves, so they decide to volunteer for other people just to get themselves going again. It's really interesting the way that's portrayed, because I know it is true, and it really does help people by helping somebody else. I thought it was really nice. Again, totally different audience. I don't think there's a big crossover aside from me.
It sounds like it might be a 90-minute kind of movie.
All 3 movies this week are 90 minutes. It's fantastic. That's why I saw all 3. I suppose, will we jump to the third one? Because I know we'll be running out of time. Dumb Money. I also think you'll like this one. This is the true story, like all the true stories that are mad, or the mad stories. Rogen. Yes, Seth Rogen's in it, although he's quite a small straight role. It is the true story about GameStop, which is the computer game store. Yeah. And what they were doing is they went on the stock exchange, and Wall Street decided, we're going to basically close this place down. What they do is they bet against the stock and they bankrupt it. It's vulture capital. It's a way of making money. It is completely illegal. It probably shouldn't be. But some people decided they liked the stock, and they started using TikTok and stuff on it. All these little small traders, and the dumb money is what the small traders are called, because Wall Street always wins, and it always takes these money off these people who think they're going to make millions. It's like a gambler in the casino who thinks they have a system and they're going to win. The house always wins. But this time they fought up against it, and because they were using things like TikTok and social media, Wall Street was unaware that there was this whole movement of thousands and thousands of people spending $1,000 here, $1,000 there to fight against this stock takeover. And it's really good fun. Really interested, very sweary, really good crack. And as I said, Seth Rogen actually plays the straight guy in it. Paul Dano plays the true character who started this movement. It's still going on. I think it's really interesting. The dialogue is really funny and clever. And you mentioned The West Wing earlier. Now, it's much more scabrous and sweary than The West Wing, but it's the same sort of people in rooms talking, being clever, and the contrast between the haves and the have-nots. I think you like it.
Sounds like my kind of movie. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
so. Beauty and the Beast, Disney 100. So this is the Disney 100 season, I guess.
We're up to the 80s. I'm starting to feel old, because I'm caught up with movies I saw at the cinema. This is Beauty and the Beast. What can you say? It's the same thing we say every week for the Disney 100s. It's brilliant. It's still brilliant. It hasn't aged a bit. Next week it's Toy Story, even better. But Beauty and the Beast, again, one of the ones that the more successful remakes of, because that was a nice movie too. But this is just magic. It is just magic. Go bring the kids to see it, and it's only $3.95. It's lovely.
If you've never seen it on the big screen before. And finally,
even if you have, Shane.
Even if you have, absolutely. And the final one we're going to chat about quickly is Strays, which I didn't see when it was out. It's back in for Misted Mondays. And was Strays any good?
Yeah, it's all right. And funny enough, it's definitely one of those movies that suffered from the writer's strike, in that usually Will Ferrell would be all over the media, all over telly, telling the stories about it. People like Will Ferrell, people would have gone to him and Jamie Foxx, but there was no promotion for it. Look, it is sweary dogs. If you like the movie Ted, you like this, right? That's the sort of market it is. It was maybe a little juvenile for me, but only because I watched all those movies. Like I was saying, back to Expen4bles, I watched all those sweary, a kid's movie with swearing in it. That's what this is. But it is funny, and I guarantee you, if you're 16, 17, 18, it is the funniest thing you've ever seen. Good laugh. Why not? For
fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's Strays. It's the Missed It Monday at Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. Great. Thank you for joining us on Ocean Drive for this week. And you'll have more next week with whoever's on next week.
Yeah, well, loads more to say. We got through them all, Shane. Well done.
Good stuff. Good man. Cheers.